It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. What's going on? What is going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, my tea baggers, and my tea biscuits, honey? What's your tea? What is your tea, honey? It's another glorious day, my darlings. So I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, it's time to dish tea, honey. You are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's up, babies? What is going on? What is going on with all of you, honey? Tiff, you were in these comments, honey. What you say, baby? Hold on. You say, I'm so ready for tonight. Let me grab my drink. What you drinking, girl? Okay. Hey, haters and lovers. Okay, say hey to them all. She said, haters and the lovers. How about that? And you said, Meech is in a good mood tonight. Come on, singing with high energy. You know what? Can I give you a little secret, Tiff? Girl, listen. On my way over here to the studio, aka Red's house, right? Girl, I'm in the car. And I just had this wonderful, sexy feeling come over me. I was just chilling. I was like, oh my God, I just feel so that way, honey. I was just enjoying that ride and just enjoying me. And it was just one of those, it was just a me moment. You know what I mean? Girl, I'm telling you. It was just that. And then if y'all listen to WT Radio, honey, y'all over there powered by 3live365.com. Girl, I got a playlist over there, baby. So it was just playing all of the tea, right? All of my little jams, honey. I forgot what playlist is playing right now. All I know is it was back to back. And with real pretty love songs that carried on. And girl, I'm in the car, but oh my God. And I was just mesmerized with me. And that sounds narcissistic as hell, but fuck it. It was just a time to be with me. So I had a wonderful, just a good time coming over here to do the thing, you know, and all of the things and the things. Now, what's in my cup? What are you drinking tonight, honey? Today, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. What'd you say? What are you drinking tonight? Today is day 47 without liquor, 43 days to go. I'll be pairing sparkling water with this show. Okay. So you got your Perrier on, honey, sparkling water. What kind? You got it flavored, you know, like a raspberry or a cranberry sparkling water. Those are really good. Okay. Those are really good. Okay. So now tonight, darling, I'm trying a new wine. And this here it's called Menage a Trois. Okay. Menage a Trois. It says exotic blend. It's a California wine. And it says tropical, refreshing, and citrus. Okay, so it's cute. But I paired it with some vodka. So that's what's in my cup, honey. I got a little absolute and menage a trois. You said your water is unflavored. I add lemons and limes to it. Okay, cutesy, cutesy, cutesy. Okay, hold on. Before we bring him in, wait a minute. Hold on. I want to close this door here. You don't need to be all in the business like that. Okay. All right. No, I had to shut one of the doors, honey. And be that as it may. So now, let me bring in the co-hostess with the mostest and carrying on and see let's see what shenanigans this child gonna bring today. Okay. Here he is. This is my brother from another mother, honey. This is the big red fella over here. Okay. Right. Okay. Acting that way. Okay.
How y'all doing? I got a new chef. Just let me tell you. This here, chef, I don't care if it's raw or it's cooked. I clean my plate. You ain't heard that from me.
How about that? Okay, he said he don't care if it's raw or cooked. It's in raw vegetables and things, honey. You know, the vegetable platter and things of that nature. Winky, winky. In any event, darlings, listen. Tonight, honey, we're going to get into it. We're going to really get into it. That's going to be your opening statement tonight. He said, I got a new chef. Okay.
I got a new chef.
Okay. And I'm going to get a bowl soon. And I was going to wait a few minutes. Okay. Okay. What'd you say? Hey, y'all, be back after the Coach Reed show. Give Coach Reed our love. And, you know, yeah, Coach Reed got his thing. We got ours. And, you know, we always have to catch each other's archives or whatever. So, you know, it's just a good time. Okay. So be that as it may. Now, listen, we're going to get into a couple of things this evening. And it's going to really take us there, child. I may end up, I know I'm going to end up coming out of this hat and all of that. Because it's going to be
it's gonna get ugly up in chill.
Up in chill. Okay.
Hey, let me go ahead and get one out. Yeah, his dogs will holler tonight.
Oh, well. And you know what? I want them to. I want them to because damn it. Yeah, it's about time. You know what? Let me start off like this. See, you know, a bitch like me who don't fuck with nobody.
Like him.
Okay, yeah, like me. This is me talking. Okay, this is me talking. Okay. A bitch like me. Okay. I don't fuck with nobody. Okay. And I do that on purpose. Why do I do that on purpose? Because I don't like when nobody fuck with me. Okay. I don't like it. But see, the problem that I end up experiencing is this. Because I'm mild-mannered and carried on, you know, and I do that on purpose because I'm 6'4", I'm 365, somewhere up in there. I've lost some weight. I got to get on the right scale to figure out how much weight I've lost. But being as big as I am, you know, I'm already a big ogre, okay? And when I get upset and carried on, people do not, you know, they think the world is about to come to an end. Now, I will admit, I can get pissed off kind of quickly because, you know, that's that parental thing in me because I don't like stupid shit. But when I get fucking just irate to where it's like all bets are off, it takes a minute for me to get there. Okay? It takes a minute for me to get there because at that particular point, when I say, you know what, fuck this shit, I don't give a fuck. When I get there, I really and truly don't give a fuck. Okay? And it's there that folks like to take me. Okay, they like to take me there. And then when I get there, everybody want to look like, well, you shouldn't be there. What is wrong with you? You need to calm down. Fuck that.
Whoa, them are big words.
Because, bitch, when I told you to get the fuck off my goddamn nerve, y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought that it was supposed to be, oh, no, we going to sit up there and jab that little nerve. When I say leave me the fuck alone.
Ooh, somebody mad.
Okay, I mean that shit. But y'all think that it's cute. And y'all think that the gay thing, honey, I'm just going to snap a finger, honey, and twirl my neck and just do all the sissy shit that you think that a sissy's supposed to do.
They think it's sweet.
Ha, okay, pun intended.
Right.
Okay. And so when we get there, then it's like, when I retaliate, yeah, I want your bitch ass to say something. I really do. I want your bitch ass to act like you want to step to me and want to make this thing happen. You understand me? So tonight's show, I don't have to call any motherfucking names because all I know is when I say what the fuck it is I'm finna get to say, a hit dog will motherfucking holler. And all I got to do is hear the arf, the yelp, or whatever, because you know what it is.
So what he's trying to say, it doesn't matter if you're in administration, if you're jobless, if you're a hip hop rapper, or if you're or even if you're just a wannabe drug dealer, if whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you claim yourself to be, or a fake promoter, or I mean, whatever it is you got going on in the world, I mean, oh, and don't forget about our people out there that's pretending to be contractors. Those people there, you know what I'm saying, all those guys right there, you know, everybody that's under 5'1". But I just want to make sure that, you know, this is for everybody. So, you know, we're not going to be selfish with this. We're going to share this with everybody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm sure a lot of you, when we break this down, a lot of you will understand because everybody goes through this. This is not something that's just an isolated incident or whatever, and certain people. Everybody goes through this. Well, and today's show goes into the I'm your hating ass homeboy or your hating ass homegirl. Okay? So let's get started here. Let me play the videos that accompany this. Okay? Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start here.
I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course you gotta watch me. I'm trying to backdoor you, nigga. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I'm always saying slick shit and passing it off as a joke. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I'm gonna ask you for money, and if you say no, I'm gonna tell everybody you not shit and you owe me money. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I put you onto a plug I knew was gonna rob you. We split the money. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I see your posts on Instagram. I'm the one reporting it. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course you changed up and you don't fuck with niggas no more. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I can't beat you in a fight. If I could, I would have been told you it was smoke, nigga. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course if I see you cheating on your girl, I'ma tell her. I wanted her since y'all met. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I'm friends with niggas you don't like. We praying on your downfall. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course if I get jammed up for some shit with the feds, I'm giving them your name. If somebody gonna go down, I'd rather it be you. I'm your hating ass homeboy. Of course I try to fuck with every bitch you stop messing with. We got shit in common. We all don't like you.
Boy. The funny thing about that is how the faces will come into my brain like bing, 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 bing,
Wait. But here's the even funnier thing. How many times was it the same fucking face?
bing, 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 bing. Oh my God.
How many times was it the same fucking face? Okay, now hold on.
Smile in your face.
All the time they want to take your place. They're backstabbers. Backstabbers. Woo! Come on. Okay, now hold on. Okay, girls, ladies, listen.
I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course when I had you around all them bitches, you ain't know we was finna jump you. Was you hit? Cause by the time we was ready to get it cracking, you was gone. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course I keep telling you to leave your nigga. I want him. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course I'm bald headed. I wouldn't even have time to hate on you if I had hair to take care of. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course I call you sis. Still don't like you though. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course I fucked your nigga. You told me you wasn't fucking that nigga for 3 weeks and that's all I needed to hear. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course if we go out and niggas only try to talk to you, I'ma play defense. If I ain't getting cracked like an egg, then ain't no eggs getting scrambled around this way. You heard me. I'm your your hating ass homegirl. There's no point in telling me not to say nothing. I already got you recorded. I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course when I see your past show and I look the other way, I'm your hating ass homegirl. Of course I be with bitches you don't like. Little by little, I'm helping them bitches line.
Wait a minute. Can I give you something about that one? But the women.
Go ahead.
The women will have the type of females around them.
Yeah.
And the guy that's genuinely doggone with them and got their back will tell them, hey, watch out.
Right, watch your back. Right.
And they will still take the side of the person that's stabbing you in the back.
Yes, over the trade.
That's putting a roof over your head.
Now catch this. Because that's from your perspective. Over here on the rainbow side of things, as long as the trade, honey, is supplying good dick, or I think I'm going to get good dick, a bitch can't tell me nothing about my trade. Okay? And vice versa. Trade can't come in and tell me nothing about my sisters. Because if these my sisters, I say these my sisters, Trade can't come in and say, you need to watch that one. Because, see, now you're trying to upset the apple cart.
But, see, when you get to the doggone side of this situation with the guys, right?
Right.
And you want to talk familiarity or familiarity.
Oh.
Okay, when you want to talk back. And they call him bro. This is my bro.
Uh-huh.
Boy.
Or my cousin.
Boy, stop. Okay, right. I'm going to tell you right there. Stop. Okay,
okay.
Because I done seen family fall out.
Right.
And family can be dirty. But boy, when you're not family and you want to be family, you can be worse.
Exactly.
Because guess what? The door is more open for you. So one thing about somebody that's not blood related, they can either be the best family to you or worse.
Or right.
And let me tell you, that whole everything that man said,
okay,
is so surreal.
Okay.
And the fact that I have seen, I'm sure you witnessed this too before,
right?
Where somebody will be acting like that against somebody and be talking to you, trying to pull you into their mess, or trying to doggone nudge you like, yo, look at that, what's trying to, like you're gonna be down with it.
Right.
They really trying to get you to give them a head nod or a yes.
Right.
So they can throw you off in it too. That's really what it is.
They want the cosign, see.
But yeah. But let's talk about, I'm going to get on the guys right now. Okay?
Okay, come on.
Let's talk about the weak men of America. How are you going to let somebody of a lesser value come between you and somebody that you have groomed and grown to be, you all are like family? Your kids and everything else is looking up to them like family, right?
Right.
How are you going to let somebody of a lesser seed that's probably been around from time to time come in and tell you something about the other, and you destroy the doggone monstrosity of family, that structure?
Ooh.
How can that structure come down with a clown talking to you? Evidently, you didn't have a childhood because Bozo showed up and you wanted to go out and blow up balloons.
Okay. Not Bozo showed up and you want to go out and blow a balloon. Oh, my, distractions. Distractions.
For you to destroy a 20-year friendship based on what some outside nigga said.
Outside. You know what? Let me do this. Can I give y'all some of my business?
Tag, you're it.
Okay, let me give you a little bit of my business. Okay. I did this for the formalities of it because I knew my sister, right? My sister would never take from me and carry it on. And this particular day, it was a Sunday. We were getting ready to go to church. My sister, Miss Yubi, y'all know that's my bestie, honey, that we're not talking right now because she's living a life that doesn't include me right now, okay? My sister Yubi and her man Tim, before they got married, had come down to my house. They come, Yubi had a key, Yubi gets, he gets the key to the house. So I'm like, okay, hey, bitch, he come walking in the door. Hey, what's up? bought his man and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, that Sunday we getting up, and I knew I had some money, but my money was gone. Now, I had Roy living with me, okay? Now, Roy was my little living ass, okay? Now, I asked Roy, I said, Roy, did you take my coin? No. You know, he gave me that whole, you know how men do. No, shit, the fuck you had me stupid shit like that for? I said, okay. And of course, I went in here to my sister. I said, girl, I'm going to ask you this because I already know the answer, but I have to ask because I'm questioning the house. She said, I already know what you're going to say, girl, that you already know. I said, girl, I know. I said, but this motherfucker just lied to me in my face. And, okay. Now, I'm trying not to get that way because we on our way to church. We on our way to go praise the Lord, but I'm about ready to kick this motherfucker down a goddamn flight of steps because you done took my money. Okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, okay. So now what ended up happening was eventually I ended up having to kick this motherfucker out of my house because he ended up taking that damn coin or whatever. But the thing is that for a split second, you know, I had a little doubt come in my mind because, you know, Roy and I was kind of kicking it or whatever. And I'm like, you want to believe your trade. You want to believe the trade. The trade's up there said this, and the trade's up there said, baby, I ain't do that. You know, no, I ain't do no shit like that. You know, why would I do some shit like that? You know.
He hit you with the crack of the crack.
You know, right. Literally.
The crack, and I smoked the crack.
Literally.
The crack pipe.
Right. Crack killed Applejack.
Crack.
Right. Okay. You know how Charlie Brown and how the grown-ups talk to Charlie Brown, they wah.
The crack.
The crack, and crack, starter kit, crack, starter kit.
Want to hit? Sorry.
Right. Stupid, but true. So, just saying, and I'm using that story because I too, you know, was blinded temporarily. But and I went to my sister, and she said up and told me. She said, "Girl," she said, "I already know what this is," because she told her husband. She said, "Listen, this bitch ain't never been in a long-term relationship, whatever. She ain't never had no living ass or whatever. So you know, this is new for her." Okay, so you know, she going through the motions and going through the and everything that came out of her mouth at that time was true. I've never had a living lover and carrying on. And not that we called ourselves lovers, he was living ass. Okay, and something regular, blah, blah, and this, that, and the third. However, I knew what he did. I knew how I met this boy. I picked him up.
So what you're saying is,
break it down.
You had regular crack on pump 34 or 69.
68 and I owed you one.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Okay.
So your QT and your BP messed up your doggone coiny. Okay.
My DT. Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right. But I'm saying that.
Suffered a traumatic experience.
You know what? Let me take my hat off because you just did that. You can point for that. You can point for that one. Oh, you can fucking point for that one. Points for you. This fucker just got on the goddamn scoreboard, honey. He just did that shit. Lovely. However, this is what happens, okay? So when we in these particular kinds of things where we are blinded by whatever, Okay, whether it's the newness of the relationship, the newness of somebody coming in, not knowing what their MO may be, because they may be jealous of some shit and carrying on and want to fuck up your shit. So they are laying the seeds and planting those shits so that they get into your head space, especially if they know shit is already going awry. They done found where the cracky is. Pun intended.
No.
And they chipping at it. Chipping.
Don't beat that out. Okay.
Chipping. Hitting. Chipping. Okay. Until you end up breaking it, because what happens when you sit up there and tip at a crack in the glass or whatever, the bitch don't fall apart till you go to wash that bitch and put it in hot water. And it's in your hand, then all of a sudden you got glass in your hand and cut your goddamn hand open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always remember, dirty crack sticks together.
Ooh, damn, that's good, because that's so true. That is so true. As long as that damn glass is dirty, that cracks. Damn, that's good. Oh, Red, that's real good.
I know a few things.
That is real good, because that's true as shit. Okay. So now we're here. But ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you guys this, because see, you hear us talk about all the time, you always have to take inventory of your friends list. Okay. You have to take inventory. At any time, listen, if you cannot have hard, difficult conversations with somebody that you call a friend, they're not a friend.
Not at all.
Okay? Because listen, we are all human. We're going to disappoint each other. We're not intentionally trying to do it. It happens. What you say? Wait, what you What you say? Wait a minute, back it up. Do I need to really back? Do I need? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna pump my brakes. Come in. Save it. What you got? Flag on the plate.
All right. Okay. Let me explain something.
Come on.
Yes, there are intentional, anal retentive individuals in the world that their whole motive is to not destroy you, but to become you.
Ooh, shit.
In order to become you, your demise has to come.
God, you went there.
Okay.
Oh.
And then they reinvent themselves doing things that they saw you doing with their own images added to it.
Right.
To make it look like it's something else.
Right.
Thus said the snake that grew out of his skin to become a bigger snake.
Exactly. Right. Because a snake only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake.
So, at the end of the day,
wait a minute, let me. I'm gonna put that as a banner. I got to scroll that. Okay.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody is like a woman searching for Boaz.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, if you continue to look for Boaz, you'll continue to not be able to get nobody to touch your ass.
Ooh.
Because Boaz doesn't exist in the world of sin. Because guess what? Everything that we do each day is a learning mechanism for growth. So every time you hurt one of God's children, do you not know that that's taking life from you? You intentionally destroying somebody's whole demeanor. You stepping in, adding hot sauce and ketchup to a doggone recipe that don't even belong to you.
How about that?
Because I'm gonna tell you something. You know how they say God orders our steps?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think God ordered that trash for individuals to do that to other people?
Ooh.
Therefore, that makes you have some things to answer for. Because now here you're doing false claims, false prophesizing, and boy, let me tell you something. You're denying everything about him here So who said he gonna open the gate for you there?
Well, now there's C.
So since you like to tell hot garbage lies, you can take yourself to hot garbage hell.
Not hot garbage lies.
Yeah.
Result in hot garbage hell. I keep wanting to say heart.
But see, it's like I've been around a few people, man, and I once heard this guy say this right in my presence. Which it made a light go on in my head because, you know, I knew they was trash before, but, you know, I'm a God-fearing man and I'm going to try to help everybody. Maybe a light will click on and they realize their ways.
Right.
Right. But I heard them say this statement. I don't want nobody around me that I ain't got no use for. When they made that statement, my spider senses clicked.
Okay.
Now you're under the scope.
Okay.
You're under the microscope.
Okay.
So now I'm no longer surprised at any of the stupid mess you did trying to hurt me. I'm not surprised at it because you showed who you was. I'm angry that you had the audacity to do things because my good that I've done for you, you still cannot deny that.
Right.
You can't deny it.
Right.
Because there was nobody there
but me. At your lowest.
At your lowest.
Start you in all of yo.
Yeah.
Okay. In all of yo.
And
okay.
The thing about it is you know, I'm so sick of urban America wasting people's time. I can't get that time back that I invested in you because I believe my good deed will turn another.
Oh. Can we go there?
So if you know you wasted my time, know that I prayed for you to get better.
Oh.
So no matter what you have done to me, I have prayed for you, and I want all the success for you. Everything you ever wanted, I want you to have. But I just want you to do like the boys in the commercial when they running down the field with their football, and they all gonna get to their touchdown thing and do the dance. They turn around, look at their camera, and say, "Hey, Mom, I want you to turn around and look and be like, if it wasn't for Red."
And here we go. Now, you know what? Now, here's the thing that we all have to become comfortable with. And that there is, those people never give us that day. The snakes and those and this, that, and the other who are in your lives to do whatever the hell they came in there to do will never give you that day. Well, I won't say never. It's just that.
Well, I ain't gonna say, well, you know what? They're never gonna give it to you. But then you have people at my intellectual level.
Right.
That's waiting around the corner. And I'm gonna take it.
Right.
Right. So right now, while you laughing your tail off, I'm gonna giggle my ass off.
Right.
Because I'm laughing because you thought you won.
Because you thought you won.
See, and you racing to the finish line. I'm standing there sipping lemonade.
You know what? Right. And here, you know what? Let me go here. Damn it, I'm trying to be cute. I'm really trying to be cute with this.
How you gonna be cute when ninjas are ugly?
I know. I'm really trying to be cute with this because see, let me do this. I had a great big huge wake up call. Okay. Yeah. Great big huge wake up call. When I realized that those who I thought were in my corner, those who have been cheerleading me and this, that, and the other.
It takes a fool
to learn. Love don't love nobody. Ow!
And I'm gonna learn.
And I had to sit down and I did something on purpose because folks were asking me, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And I said, no, because I need to learn, honey. See, there was a point in my life where I had to sit and I had to sit in the muck and the mire because God needed me to see, smell, inhale all of the shit that was going down.
But you know what? I'm gonna have to, because I know what you're speaking on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell you, you know, and I'm gonna be honest. Matter of fact, here on a platform that the entire world can see.
Right. That's mine.
I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for showing me what it was to be genuine and not showing me that you don't have to jump on the bandwagon of porch monkeys.
How about that?
You know
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? You showed what they said out their mouth they were.
Yeah.
You showed it. Love is an action word.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here it is. You're campaigning that.
Right.
He did that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, thank you on this platform in front of the world. You are appreciated.
Thank you, baby.
I appreciate it because you have stepped up to where I never, you know, I really don't mess with people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I say you showed me, okay, or you showed me that I don't have to keep a bullet in the chamber for you.
And you know what?
Because I load my gun according to people I'm going to get.
Exactly. And that's what it was. And God gave me the exit strategy. It was done so cutely to where
they tried you. The people tried you.
Oh, honey.
They tried. They tried him.
Did they?
They tried him. Now they went to the weaker people. I found out up to this day, I know who all the weakest people in my life was.
Wow.
I know all of them.
Wow. Okay.
And it was shocking, a few of them.
Right.
Very shocking.
Right.
But I know
right.
who the weak-minded people are and the weak love, everything was fake.
Yeah.
It was tolerable for what I could do for you at the moment.
At the moment. And that there, you know, I want y'all to go look up T.D. Jakes. I want y'all to go look up his sermon about your constituents, your confidants, and your comrades. Okay? The 3 C's. Your constituents, your confidants, and your comrades. Okay? Go look, it's on YouTube. That's a very powerful piece of preaching. And that's one of the ones that you hear me recommending that one, right? That's one of the ones I want you guys to pay attention to because that's a good teaching. That is a really, really, really good teaching. Good teaching. And what I had to learn, God help me, 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 help me, help me, help me. I had to sit, baby, when I had to sit down there and learn, politics is a beast.
Yeah.
Politics is a real
remember during the mayoral thing, I said, are you sure?
I know, yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure?
And here's the ticket. Because I thought I knew something, right? I worked on campaigns and this, that, and the other. I worked. I know how politics are. We watched the different debates and carrying on, and I know how dirty it can be, and yada, yada, yada. So I thought I could handle it.
You
right?
Know, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I saw this in some other people growing up. I used to go help, pack on.
Right.
I'm telling you what you saw. You never saw the dirt.
Right.
You saw the dust from them trying to sweep away from everybody's eyes.
Wait a minute! Don't make me hit you.
You never saw
me hit you. Don't you make me hit you. What you
so
say? What you say? You saw the dust, bitch. You didn't see the dirt.
Right. You never saw the dirt.
Woo! That's real.
So the attraction to you was a little dust never hurt nobody.
Baby, because that was, I got a dust buster. I got
yeah, it never hurt nobody. But once you got vested into that, the dirt came out of everywhere.
Baby.
Because now you were able to see on the other side of the doors and in between the crack. You were able to be on the other end of the line. Everything had some holes in it like Swiss cheese. Every conversation was cheesecloth.
Everything. And then, on top of it, you still smiled in my face.
Yep.
Smiled in my face, telling me that it was raining when you were pissing on me.
And I'm going to tell y'all, a person like me that's been through what I've been through in this last year, you need to be real careful how you treat me. you need to be real careful because I am at the point where I'm slicker than a can of oil. While you think you doing me dirty, I'm giggling at your ass behind your back. I promise you.
Okay.
I'm laughing at you when you think, I'm getting over. Oh, he don't know nothing. Okay.
And here's the
You
thing.
better check my resume.
That now, you know what? And here's where we are. And this is where I have to bring God into this because, see, I purposely do not tap into a dark side of me because I don't know exactly who he is. And all of my life, I've done that because I call myself being in a higher place. I've hit only, y'all know how icebergs are, to where you only see the tip because you don't know where the root is. If you go up under the water,
You don't know how deep it is.
you don't know how deep and how strong the foundation is. All you see is the tip of the iceberg or the peak that's visible. I've never channeled or tapped into my darkness because I didn't want to. Because when I saw the tip and I saw how dangerous that I can be, I said, Lord, you have to protect me from that because I don't want to know what depth that is. Okay? And because of that, this is why I have to bring God in this, because I'm very thankful that everything about me has not been to be vindictive or to be in the mindset of Old Testament, an eye for an eye.
But let me tell you something where I had to wake up about my life. I've always, from a child forward, my temper has been what preceded me. Okay?
Yeah.
My temper has always been what led me to trouble. Now, I've had a lot of work on my front as a youth.
Yeah.
On as an adult.
Yeah.
But the day that in broad daylight, it could have been about 12 noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
That somebody said something I didn't like.
Right.
That I had already warned about talking crazy about me.
Talking crazy. Right.
I turned around and smacked him in the side of their face with a 9mm and pulled the trigger at the same time. He thought his whole head got blew off.
Right.
Like wasn't people out shopping. I'm in the strip mall.
Right.
I knew then I better get a hold on that.
Right.
Because think about physically had he done something to me.
Ooh,
or had he done anything of like defamation of character like some jackasses out in this world.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
I would have put one in him.
Okay, and not hesitated.
But the fact that I turned around and said, man, didn't I tell you stop talking crazy about me? You don't know me? And he said, yeah. Pow! And I pulled the trigger at the same time.
Right.
What if he'd have flinched in front of the gun?
Uh-huh. But at that point, see, you were at all, there were no bets. All bets are off.
And I keep trying to tell people why they run around here making phone calls telling people that real ain't as tough as they think he is. Nigga. Okay.
Yeah, because I got that same phone call.
Yeah. Okay.
I got that same phone call.
F around and find out.
Oh, not F. Okay, right. This doesn't rebuff you by the letter F. Okay.
Yeah.
So, because
barking,
right.
I run to it, not from it.
Okay. And when I'm at that point, so do I. And and it scares me. It scares me. And this is why, so in regular world, y'all may call me soft. Y'all, he ain't about that life and this, that, and the other. And you're right. You're damn right. Okay.
Because what they think is hard today is somebody who sits and not brush their teeth, wash their face or their ass, and chain smoke weed,
right?
And doggone eat processed food all their damn life. And you know what I'm saying?
And dirty pussy.
And dirty coochie, yeah. And hang out on the doggone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said it.
You know what I'm saying? But they hang out in the streets all day, ain't wash their asses last Monday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They think that's harder. And then they just, the world's so screwed up. That's what's attractive to our women.
Exactly. Right. Because the women now are looking at it as if you're not doing all that, then something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with me because my rent paid.
Exactly. Boom.
He live in his mama's house.
Ooh.
Or he on your couch.
Ooh. Playing your video game that you bought for the kids.
And you telling your son he ain't gonna grow up to be nothing, but the nigga in the front room is nothing.
It's nothing. Okay. So when it comes down to all of that, and I'm going back to just, I'm your hating ass homeboy. Let me stick there. I'm your hating ass homeboy.
Of course I'll be over your house eating all your food.
Of course I will. Okay, knowing that I don't have to replace it because you ain't gonna do nothing. So you think.
Exactly.
Okay. And a lot of this comes from, I'm your hating ass homeboy equates to you taking my kindness for weakness. Okay. Right, you take my kindness for weakness. You know that I'm the type of person that I am. I'm a very giving person. See, can I go there?
It's not about that. Don't blame it on being a giving.
No. Oh, it's not that. It's not that at all. What we have is we have the givers and we have the takers.
Right.
Okay. The takers, and I teach this. I teach this because I know I'm a giver. Okay. And part of that is I know all the time, if not all, let me rephrase that. We know who you are.
Yep. Yeah, at all times. Well, the intellectuals of us.
Right.
Know exactly
right. Who the fuck you are. Right.
Why you giggling in our face and you think that you getting over it? No, what we did was build a space for your goof ass to stand in.
Right.
And when you notice that you're not moving or elevating from this space.
Boom.
Because that's all you recognize it, that's all you got.
That's all you got.
That's all you got.
That's all you got. That's all you.
You could have had the world, but you just wanted a square foot.
Let me tell you something.
There you go.
Okay, because this particular instance that I'm jaw-jacking about it and not necessarily tiptoeing around it, that I'm referencing. Let me put it that way. I realized that I was no good to this particular situation because my hustle was not what they expected it to be. You understand? I got my own shit to handle.
Right.
Okay, I got my own shit. And trying to get my own shit up and running, trying to get funders, trying to get, people to invest in WTEA or District T with Big Meats. We had sponsors at one point, but then the recession hit, and so the sponsorship changed to in-kind sponsorship. It wasn't no longer monetary. Right. So because of that, because I wasn't on my hustle, then you saw me as, okay, how can I use you to get whatever I need to get out of you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But some of the same situations that we're speaking of on both sides of us.
Yeah.
Did you not notice the I call it the lucification chameleon section?
Come on.
What it is. It was a lucification chameleon status. Everything that we've done, had you not seen them create the same thing, even before the explosion, they had created the same thing, but this happened all the way before. People, let me tell you, people will be around you. Okay, you got your cloths and your sponges.
Ooh,
okay,
come on now.
The cloths are there to wipe you down,
yeah,
and help you clean up your messes. And be genuine,
right?
And they're rewashable, and they'll always
say it because they're washable. Ha!
Okay. So whatever dirt gets on them, you can get it up.
Ha!
But the sponge, it sucks up everything around. Even when it's dry, it's still picking up dust.
Right.
It's porous, so it's always listening.
Exactly.
And once you get rid of it, it feels offended because it goes in the trash. knowing that you're only around here to suck up everything that you needed
But
in order to expand.
In order to expand. And it has a time limit.
Because you had a small sponge and it become a big sponge.
Right.
And it's full of dirt and deceit.
Inside of everything, because you can't wash a sponge because it tears
I'm
up.
trying to explain to y'all that when I sat back and realized particular people, they was around to learn what you were doing and to flip it into their own craft.
Exactly.
Not knowing that, I know Meech is not one, and I'm definitely not one. We're not gatekeepers.
Okay,
because
right.
what you do and how you do it, even if it's the same thing that I'm doing, is always going to be something different.
Right.
So you don't have to sneak, steal, or hate behind my back. I will share, teach, and learn.
Exactly.
And
Because
so,
what's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. How we do, listen, even in how we do this, okay, we have different approaches. Now, y'all watching the two of us side by side. We tell you the same thing from different perspectives. We have a way that we do this thing and carry it on. And it's going to be different. Why? Because of our individuality.
Exactly.
It's going to be different.
It's always going to be different. You know what I'm saying?
And we have different experiences. So our experiences is going to dictate how we do this, how we do that. Now, both of us are bigger than life personalities. Okay? Both of us are. But we know how to do, we are the yin and the yang to each other. This is how we work together. But individually, wait a minute, let me do it like this. Let me do it like, I'm a solo you. Red talk. I'm a solo you.
How about that? Now, you can still hear him, right?
Come on now.
Now.
And it don't take away from the show.
It don't take away from the show.
It don't take away from shit.
But it don't take away. I'm gonna tell you something why it don't take away. Because look here. I can we can literally put the logos up by our names. And I can put the one for testosterone on mine, he can put the one for estrogen on his.
How about that?
And everybody will figure out the fact that guess what? No matter what, for the time that little fish go up there and find that egg, we all been both anyway.
How about that?
But some of y'all are too masculine to even try to tap into what scientifically is correct when it comes to dogs.
Okay.
So I don't get into that. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna say this because I'm really. I said after this show I was going because that video was so real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a comedian, but he's keeping it 100.
Baby, okay.
So I said after this show, I was gonna let that crap go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because I refuse to have somebody who's anal retentive and ignorant
Mm-hmm.
to what's real in life and what's important have power over me.
How about that?
You understand what I'm saying?
How about that?
Because the things that you wake up every day fighting and scrapping and trying to do and trying to have,
right,
I already got them.
Or had them, and you're still trying to be me. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me solo this.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
I got them.
Do y'all remember the 5 Heartbeats? And Eddie Kane stood up there and told Flash, what does it feel like to be me? Ah, bitch! And Eddie Kane Jr. was at his lowest point. Trying to get back and had to get himself together because them drugs done fucked him up. He out the group, he had everything. And he stood up there and told Flash, how does it feel to be me? Ah!
Mm-hmm.
That
was a line right there.
I want you to, now listen, I want everybody, okay, let me come out of solo because I want us to be here together for this. I want everybody who's listening to this, if you're coming in live with us right now, if you're coming in to check this later, I want you to look over your life. Because Red just said something very powerful. And that there is, I'm not going to give him no more power over me. Okay? What does that mean? That means that everything about me and how I got to live. Because, baby, what I have found out is that everything about me, you're trying to be. So whatever this is that I am, I already am.
Yes, exactly.
So let me just exist. I don't have time to give you any more energy to figure out the why you trying to do this or how come this. Why you trying to backstab me and carry on? All I got to do is exist. Even to the point of saying, you know what? I don't even have to watch my back for you know anymore, because see, my peripheral vision wants to sit there and fuck you up. But I already know that you're there. And just like Jesus knew that Judas was there, Judas had a purpose. Judas had a purpose, because without Judas, the promise never would have been fulfilled. So Judas had a purpose. Ha! Okay? So we can't sit down there and be mad at all of our haters, all of this, that, and the other. Now, in our human self, yeah, we do get upset because we understand what that means. I done invested in you. I done given you my trust. I put you in my circle. You'd have been around my family. We done broke bread together.
That's one of my biggest things of this right here.
Uh-huh.
And this is probably just the man in me, right?
Uh-huh.
Don't sit at my table and eat my food.
And eat my damn food.
And you have no intentions of respecting me. Or you don't care about what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and you're trying to figure out how to take from me.
How about that?
You know, and here it is. You know what that makes? You know how they say to be the first people to call you a weak ass nigga?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Who really the weak ass nigga if you're sitting there trying to take from somebody who's giving you everything?
How about, let me say that.
I just want to know who really is the weak ass nigga if you're trying to take from somebody
who has given you
everything.
Everything.
So that means you're capping. You ain't no gangster. Or you ain't doggone did nothing tough at all.
How about
the
that?
Person that was showing you genuine interest and invested in you and didn't care about you doggone being in their home, treating you as family the whole 9 yards, you couldn't think of nothing to do but crap on them.
Boom.
So again, at the end of the day, who really the weak ass nigga?
How about that? And then here's now let me go here on this side of it, because I know in my experience what has become is that I'm very boisterous. I know how to shoot from the hip because I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
That part.
I don't hide for anything that comes out of my mouth, even when I hurt you and it wasn't my intention. I know how to own up and be accountable for any and everything that I've done, because this is my life. This is me. This is me. And many of you who have been my adversaries have come to me because you want what I got. I've had that during the mayoral campaign. Listen, I need you to join my team because you can say what I can't say. How come you can't say it? Well, because you too polished, and I can't. I can't. Yes, the fuck you can. You don't want to. Okay. When it comes down to understanding who I am, see, now I'm the gay thing. So as long as the gay person was saying this about certain individuals and this, that, and the other, it took away from you. Because see, now you can say, oh, he's a grown-ass man. I can tell him how to talk. Okay. What's up? Look who that came up in here. DJ GK. What's going on, baby? How is your health? What's going on in your world, baby? Thanks for coming in.
What's happening there?
Okay.
Brandon.
You can say I treated you like a king and you treated me like a pauper. How about that? Come on, Road. But you said that. And then when we sit down there and we look at it and we break it down into what it is, it becomes, you thought I was jealous of you because you are here and you are there. Yes, sometimes you spit on ground that I dreamed to walk on. But that doesn't take away from who the fuck I am.
At all.
It doesn't take away from who I am. I have, you know what? I had to do this. I'm gonna call it out because it's. I've said this before. It's gone public, but you know, it was a private conversation. But I took it public because it pissed me off. And that there is, you know, we had comedian Monique to come on the show, okay, and it wasn't necessarily a good time. You know, it came into something and it ended up being cut short because I said something that she did not like. Okay. And what it was is I was like, ooh, I had a fangirl moment, right? I was fanning out and I was like, you know what? Oh, honey, if y'all bring, you know, Miss Fat, you know, remember when she did the reality show? They did the competition for the big girls, Miss FAT. And I said, oh my, I said, you know what? If you were to revamp that and call it the Miss Fat or Mystic or whatever, and instead of saying FAT, call it PHAT, pretty healthy and thick. I said, that would be absolutely lovely because you on your weight loss quest and this, that, and that, you can show the girls and da, 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 da. I gave that as an idea, right? I was like, girl, that'd be fabulous, da, 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 because I've been wanting to tell you that for years. And so they had, you know, she was like, well, brother, I told you I only had 8 minutes, but you took up all the time and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh no, you know, so what happened was I realized that, okay, you know, my gregarious attitude and carrying on, you know, she didn't like what I was saying. Well, about 30 minutes later, maybe an hour, I get a phone call from her husband. Okay. Sydney. And Sydney wanted to put me in check. Now, he did it in love. Oh, child. When I tell you that it really was a pleasant conversation, and it was an adult read. We wasn't sitting up there finger snapping and carrying on it. Y'all know how in the 40s, how
what
the bitches were.
When you in check, bro?
He put me in check because he told me, he said, we called into your show to be interviewed, not to be given ideas. And he told me, he said to me, oh, you don't know this. Oh, shit. I thought I told you this a long time ago. I'm sorry.
No. You did tell me this.
Okay.
I'm getting refreshed to it, but I'm saying I'm thinking about it now. I didn't put no thought in it then, but I'm thinking about it now. Like, nigga, how are you calling somebody to check them when you scared of your wife?
Oh. So he said to me, we knew that we were not calling into one of the bigger shows. And Monique loves to help out the small person. So we knew that her being on your show was going to give you the elevation that you needed because she's an Oscar winner. And it begs for me because with your idea, it begs me to question. She has executive produced this particular show. She's done 2 executive productions on television. And it has me to answer or to question your credentials because how many TV shows have you executively produced in order for you to ask us or to suggest such a suggestion? I said, baby, wait a minute. I said, let me give you something, okay? Right. What you said, fuck that nigga. I said, let me give you this. I said, when y'all were in LA and Monique was on the radio show and she kept saying, oh my God, we got somebody in Atlanta that's listening to us. I said, that was me. I said, I came down to your show. Why? Because Stephanie Mills was on your show in LA when I called in and when I was doing all that. I said, Stephanie Mills came down to your show here. Stephanie Mills been on my show twice. I said, I've had Grammy winners, I've had Emmy winners and stuff on my show. I said, my show has been existing for 8 years prior to having a Monique on my show. I said, I wanted her on my show because I'm a fan. I didn't need her to be here. I said, that's a very big difference. So I need for you to correct yourself on that. I don't need her to be here. I wanted her here because I'm a fan. Now, perhaps, maybe I came across, two girlfriends for y'all or whatever, and y'all don't know me like that. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that lesson learned. But don't you ever get it twisted and think that I needed you, because I've been on for 8 years without you. Bitch.
Well, I'm going to say that people usually use their mouth before they use their 2 ears.
Now, you know what? Isaiah Thomas said that. Isaiah Washington, the actor.
And a lot of us are like that in our community. But you know what I found? That helps you know about your, take care of that type of situation.
Uh-huh.
That helps you talk about the things that you have done and not what others have done.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, and I want to share this with the world. I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying? No, for real, I do. I want to share it with the world.
Go ahead.
I do because I'm a better man now.
Go ahead. I'm going to solo you. Go ahead. Wait a minute. When my cursor. There we go.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a better man now. I've done some stuff in my life, and I'm not happy about, what I'm saying, but we all make mistakes because we're all human. You know what I'm saying? The only learning process of the university of life is stumbling, falling, and getting back up.
Press pause for just a second. I'm going to come in for just a second. I want to correct him on that. Because we always say, oh, I've done stuff that I'm not proud of. No, I've done stuff that got me here. It's my life.
No,
it's my life.
You get to that.
Okay, go ahead. It's my life. I'll clean it up later. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, we all have a path to go.
Right. That's it. There we go. Okay. Right there.
But until you learn how to accept what you're giving,
come on, preacher.
What you're taking.
Come on, preacher.
Sometimes we can't do it or make up in our mind to do it. But me, I had help.
Right.
And I got help. And I need, especially the women have a problem with this.
Come on now.
So I need you ladies. So when you go to your doctor, your next appointment, or you get your pap smear, whatever you got going on, ask them about this. Accountability. You need to take your accountability every day. Because if you take accountability, you can be like me and be accountable for all the actions that you have done in your life. Once I started taking accountability, I called all my exes and apologized for things that they didn't even know about.
Did you do that?
Yes, accountability. It can work for you too. Back to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me come in. I'm gonna come in. Because you know what? Let me tell you. What a lovely PSA announcement. Okay. Here's something that I did. Do you know I did that with my friends after dealing with my ex? Miss Edith Bunker, as you call her. Listen, God showed me through her. Okay? Because this child was an Italian white version of me. Okay? To the nth degree.
Hey, Michi, I didn't know if you like your pancakes light, dark, or fluffy.
Right. Okay. And when I realized that, I said, oh my God, because I know when we were dating, I wanted to kill this bitch. I said, oh my bitch, you gonna make me kill you for real. And when I realized that God showed me, said, oh no, this is you. Did you need to take your own medicine? I called all of my friends. I called them all. I said, oh my God, I'm sorry. I said, if I treated you in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, that this bitch is treating me and you ain't kill me, then I'm grateful and I know there is a God, because I should have been dead. Because this bitch got one more time to do this and I'm going to snap her neck. Literally. So I had my prescription. And for me, I had to take 2 pills. There was one every 12 hours. BID. Okay.
But I really want you all to look deep into this. Okay, you see it, 500 milligrams. I want to look deep into this because at the end of the day, I want to ask you some questions.
Wait. He's dead. Accountability.
So, again, when you find yourself sitting in the circle of, hey, sister girl, high five, and you know that you're lying your ass off about what that man did to you.
How about that?
When you know that the glizzies that you have had wasn't his because you stopped chewing on his glizzy, but you had a plethora of other ones. And I understand. Yes, that's what happens because once the glizzy starts working,
wait a minute,
you don't want to work the glizzy no more. So, again,
go ahead.
Again, I need you all to make sure that when you with your girl and she's too busy and you try to get her to get on your glizzy, I'm gonna tell you what is going on. She's somewhere in the street doing wrong. I'm going to tell you right here on Dish T, get accountability.
You know.
500 milligrams, of course. And if your girl is horrible with a W, have her take twice as much.
Wait a minute, he said horrible was a W. Catch that T. Catch that T. Horrible with the W. Okay.
This message was brought to you by I Wish You Would.
.com. Ow! Okay, listen. Let's regroup. I'm going to take a small little commercial break because when we come back, there's a part 2 to this that we're going to talk about that I want to go into because...
Are you talking about the accountability milkshake?
Not the milkshake.
Yeah. It's slurping and burping while her phone is chirping.
And you so stupid. You know what? Oh, I just said that. I said, hey, Tenero Lynn Cartier or Tenero Lynn Fox. Hey, baby. I miss you, girl. That's my cousin. And she been gone now for 4 years, child. But that was her in my head. Listen, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a commercial break. When we come back, the part 2 to this is when we're going to talk about gratitude. How is it that in relationships, you don't know how to give gratitude for what has happened? Even when the relationship is over and you do not sit down there and thank. See, one of the things that we need to understand that is that every experience deserves to have a thank you. And what did I learn from this moment? It's 2 things that you have to do. You have to thank the person for giving me this experience. And then you have to take, it was 3 things. You have to go through and understand what happened, what you learned from the relationship. And the third thing is you have to take accountability for what your part of the relationship was, why it's no longer.
Part.
Okay, so there's 3 things that you have to do when any time a relationship is over and it's time for you to move to the next level. 1 is thank the experience. 2 is take accountability for your part in the demise.
Stop.
Oh.
That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to take accountability for their part. They want to try to find excuses for their part to blame the other part of the relationship.
Boom.
It's 20 toes in a relationship. You got to stand on your own 10.
Ha. And 3 is give credit. You have to thank it. You have to take accountability, and then you have to access what you learned.
But what's more important is take your accountability.
How about that? So hold on, y'all.
Pop 2 of these a day.
Not
before
two.
you get popped in the streets.
Ooh, okay. Once every 12 hours, honey. Every 12 hours. Okay, listen, we're going to take a small little commercial break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes, okay?
All right.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today?
Are you ready to continue the journey with talk show host, internet sensation, and author of Awakenings, Epiphanies Along a Spiritual Journey, Big Meech? He is offering another installment of thought-provoking ideas, principles, and metaphors that will encourage, enlighten, inspire, uplift, and catapult you into a brand new evolution of accepting yourself in your total truth. Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. The new book by Big Meech is infused with conversations of love and inspiration that gets right down to the real nitty-gritty. It will confront the reader with the proverbial mirror in an effort to take a deep, closer look within to find all that one needs to propel forward and make life happen. Get your copy today on Amazon.com or go to www.dishingtea.com. That's www.dishingtea.com. For more information, contact Big Meech at 404-914-5610. Revelations, Affirmations, and Confirmations. This message has been brought to you by Too Deep and Pastor Don Jr., CEO of the Winning Team.
Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is. Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meech at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. All right, and we are back. What's going on, children? What's going on? All of my tea tippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea deep readers, my tea baggers, and my tea biscuits. Hey, tea biscuits. What's your tea? What's your tea? What is your tea? Listen.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I want to tell y'all something about. Should I do this?
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know about germs, right?
Of course.
You know what? I don't want to spread nothing. Go ahead.
You know what? Gru got me on the edge of my seat. He does that shit all the damn time. I'm like, go ahead. What if you didn't want the motherfucking relationship in the first place and it feels like you were pushed? Okay. No, I left. Okay.
Lord.
She said, wait a minute, what if you didn't want the motherfucking relationship to begin with and you were just pushed into it? That's like an arranged, so-called an arranged relationship, arranged marriage. You're like, I'm not having it, honey. Somebody thought they were trying to do you a favor. I'm like, do me no favors. Okay? And listen. Don't do me no goddamn favors. Okay? Shit. Okay, now here it is. We're here. We're going to go into, I'm going to let you take the because I got to go get something to eat. Okay? I'm going to give me a bowl of this chili. He done talked about this chili on the commercial break and it made me hungry.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
My chef took accountability.
You know what? I can't stand you.
I can't stand me either.
I know you can't. Okay.
Don't care.
Listen, right. How? Because it's you, baby. This is your life. And I love it. And I love it for you. And I'm sitting up here. Y'all know I'm in my bottle. For those of you who don't know, yes, I have a red cup. I'm sitting up here. I'm sipping. And I have, wait a minute. Let me show you the bottle.
Hey, do you know how much easier it is to bench press weights when you're laying flat down and you put a piece of paper on the bar that says haters and you keep pushing them away? It just lightens the load.
Is that the motivation?
It just lightens the load. You know what I'm saying? Then you put one on, when you put that one on there that says whores, bitches, and sluts. It's amazing.
You know what? I was going to say something else, but I'm not. Listen.
Shout out to my Lizzie monsters.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm trying a new wine. This is called Menage a Trois Exotic Blends. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menage a Trois.
2022.
I remember those in the beginning. Go ahead.
This is 2022. That was an okay year.
2022?
2022 was an okay year. We were still in the pandemic.
But that was one of my favorites. My 222 numbers.
Okay.
That's my 222 thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, that was good.
2022 was a good year. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, honey. Yeah, all of us who was in the pandemic getting that extra money and the extra food stamps, the pandemic food stamps and shit. Y'all were living. Okay, yeah, we were. Okay. Oh, did I just empty? I drank a whole bottle by myself. Okay. It is what it is. Now the lush, honey, it's my turn. And it's Labor Day weekend, huh? It's Labor Day weekend down here. We got everything.
How in the hell you had a round robin by yourself?
I'm a one-man army, honey, one-man show.
Ooh.
You know,
I'm about the first round. And
the last one. Okay. But nonetheless, it's Labor Day weekend down here in the ATL, so we got so much shit going on.
Come on, man.
We got Dragon Con. We got the somebody football game going on. It's Skate-a-thon. It is something else, and also Black Gay Pride. Okay.
Have you seen the girls' football squad they put together?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I know they've been doing this for quite some time about having a female football league. My sister wanted to play football.
Oh, the league is tight.
Okay.
It's real tight.
My sister really wanted to play high school football when she was in school.
They strap up well.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I meant that.
I'm sure they do.
Right.
But my sister is heterosexual, but she's a big girl. She the kind of girl you don't like. She's a big girl. Okay.
Don't say that. You're making me look bad in front of the people.
I ain't making you look bad. Shit, you just don't
I
like
didn't say
them.
I don't like them.
Romantically, you don't like them. Now, they could be your homeboys and all that. Doc, go kick it. Okay, but no, romantically. Let's do it romantically. Okay.
Okay. I don't get on you because you don't eat shellfish. You know what I'm saying?
I'm allergic.
Me too.
So we understand each other. I cannot. Big girls, I love you. I'm trying to, you know what? It's funny because I like big girls, but at the same time, it's so funny. I have to laugh at him, honey, because anyway, that's all. That'll be an after dark conversation. I'm going to let him get this started with the whole idea of gratitude, okay? Ooh. Here is something that we want to go into. Because when we talk about gratitude in a relationship here, whether it's romantic, platonic, you know, and carrying on, what does that mean to you? How come we do not give gratitude when it's needed, is warranted, or whatever? Why is it? Y'all heard me say before, you need to, if when you go, especially when you're going through a breakup or whatever, you look at the whole relationship and you're like, okay, you know, let me thank you because without you, I would not have had this experience. Okay. And then you thank the universe for it because it's like, you know what? I know I'm alive. I may not like everything that happened, whatever, but I know I'm alive. I have this experience. I can teach. I can, you know, what was my lessons from it? But when we talk about gratitude, why is it that no one wants to be grateful for anything? You want to find fault in the other person. How come we do not know how to be friends outside of a relationship? I've heard that in the rainbow community, I hear that constantly. Oh no, we can't be friends. Fuck that. You are my shit list. And da. But you said you love this person. You were in love with this. How does love go to shit? Because y'all decided this ain't working. Brad, I'm gonna tell you why I go get some chili.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm gonna use this bowl. Thank you.
Now look here. Gratitude and gratification when it comes to relationships, intimacy, and friendships. Now, everything that has something to do with the ships, we know ships will sail. But what you all have to understand is reciprocation of love, which is an action word, definitely has to be something that is present within the communication boundaries of a relationship. You all have to be on one accord. You know, when like even you gotta watch what you say when you join unions together, because like even when the man stands up there with you all, there's only 3 people up there that's accountable for what's going on. There's a bride, a groom, and a pastor, preacher, or whatever your religion may be. But biblically and spiritually, the words always say the 2 shall become one. Shall, S-H-A-L-L, okay? Shall meaning that it's work involved. It's an uphill battle from that day forward. The honeymoon is not 50 years long. The doggone honeymoon is a weekend or a week after the ceremony. After that, shall starts. So the 2 shall become one. That means the work that you put into each other, building, grooming, and growing to have common goals, to get to a plateau that puts you in a position of comfortability, relaxation, you know what I'm saying, not worrying about things. The only way you're going to do that as a team. It is not the 50s where one income can cover the entire world. That is not what's happening in this world right now. And people have to understand that you have to have some type of gratification for a person that will pull you up and carry you to build you to the level that they're at, or vice versa, whether it be the woman with a doctorate degree and she get interest in a man that's got a high school diploma and she pours into him to help him go to school and get a trade and build up and you know, to level up to a point where he can feel like he's a leader in the household, you know, and vice versa. When a man pours into a love interest and builds her up to raise her up from where she was at to be on a level of standing on her own 2 feet, with or without him. But the point is not he get you ready to be without him. Where's the gratification of what he poured into you and you using what he's poured into you and the level that you have leveled up to to join with his level to make you all have a super growth. What's the point of even knowing stuff like power couple if you're not going to exercise what it really is? Okay, a power couple don't mean I got more than you and what's yours is mine and I'm taking it and vice versa. That's not power. That's ignorance. I'm trying to tell you that in today's world, it takes two. It really takes two. And if you all paid attention to the failures and the demise of the relationships going on right now, these generations, the first go-to thing is divorce. Divorce. Oh, I'm leaving over. Nobody puts in the work. And they also spend the entire relationship doing things they ain't got no business anyway. And if you stop and think about it, let's talk about old school relationships. I'm sure all of y'all heard this, your great grandparents, or whatever, where the granddaddy had 2-3 families in the same neighborhood. He might, one street over, he might got a whole dog on another family. You got brothers and sisters over there and everything. But guess what? Grandma wasn't going nowhere. She wasn't leaving. He taking care of home, taking care of the family. That's all that mattered. She stood in there 10 toes down, and he stayed right there with her. No matter what he was doing in the street, he didn't bring it home. He didn't give her, he didn't give her the disrespect on her face. She might have hang out wind of what's going on out in the street. But she did not take off running, leaving, trying to destroy what they were building. Because at the end of the day, the two that starts it, the pioneers of the family, are building, thus said, generational wealth for the next generations. He buys the home, his property and all that. When he's gone and grandma gone, it goes to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to bring each other up. But if all you can think about is, oh, you looked at the girl, you liked her picture on Facebook. Oh, I heard you gonna text Sally Mae and this, that, and this, another. Or you put a heart emoji on her page. Oh, I want a divorce. How ignorant is that when it took so much more than that for you to get to that level of marriage and relationship?
Mm-hmm.
But you want to take the smallest things and destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing, why is it that once you get to that point, instead of figuring out how to fix your situation, you try to figure out how to destroy one another through the ignorance of outside people that have exactly nothing to do, absolutely not a thing to do with your relationship.
How about that?
How somebody single that never been married gonna give you advice on what you should do in your relationship?
Well,
and how somebody that you being promiscuous with behind your significant other gonna give you guidance on what you should do to that person, that man or that woman? And why are you even listening to them anyway? And the number one thing is, why do they even exist? Because the same energy you pour into being sneaky, conniving, deceiving, you could have poured that energy back into trying to fix what the problem was.
Hey.
If there was even a problem. Because sometimes, like somebody close and dear to me recently taught me, a closed mouth don't get fed.
How about that?
Again, communication is a demise to any relationship, whether it be marriage, whether it's a situation of monogamy or a partnership. But again, there go that word, ship. You see how ship perceives everything, and the ships will sail.
Ooh.
If you let them. But ships can also guide you to paradise. Now, what do you choose, and how much work are you willing to put into the ship that will bring you the gratitude that you deserve when somebody reciprocates the energy that you put out?
How about that?
Because love, again, is an action word. And again, no gratitude, no love. Meech.
All right. And back to you, Meech. You know what? Let's go here. Because you said a few things up in there. And I was in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, ooh, wow. Here's what we have to understand here, okay? Gratitude is the art of understanding a spiritual connection between you and the person that you're with and how they speak to your spirit.
Correct.
Okay. All of their actions, how they speak to your spirit, which means that they are in tune with you spiritually because you feel, or everything that's with the spirit identifies spirit. So that means it got to come from God in order for it to identify positively. So if I'm grateful for what you've done, and I'm giving you grateful points, or I'm telling you this, then that means I'm showing God that I'm grateful as well. That I'm thanking God for allowing someone to come into my life that's here in the physical, that's doing what I know is happening in the spiritual.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
Okay. So that's what that there is the circle of life, and how we as spirit and humanity merge. See, on the spectrum, humanity is on one side, spirituality is on the other, and right in the middle is where we meet. And this here is how we navigate being human on earth. Okay.
Well, Meech, can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
I have this thing that I call 2020. You know how they say 2020 vision?
It's hindsight.
It's hindsight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I call it 2020 because whether it be man or woman, right, that invest into somebody because they believe in somebody or they have that spiritual connection that you're speaking of, whether they be the one, they can pour 20,000 into your life.
Right.
And all they're asking for is 20 minutes.
Right.
Or somebody can give you 20 minutes.
Wait a minute. You're going deep on that. I'm going to break that down. Go ahead.
Somebody can give you 20 minutes experience of something you've never seen before, but it's by opening a back door to a place to see a whole plethora of mansions or see a gardens that you never, things that you dream of.
Right.
It takes 20 minutes to do that you would pay 20,000 to be put in there. You know what I'm saying? It means that much to you. But why is it that when somebody pours into you at a high level, your gratitude is zero? It's like, again, it goes back to your takers. It's like take.
They're gonna take. That's their job, is to take.
But it's just like at the end of the day, how long do you think that's gonna work for you?
Until it's over. Until one of y'all give up. See, one of the things about takers is that they're going to take until they can't take anymore. Okay, here I go with my business. I wish I had the letter because I would read you the letter because I kept it. Okay. The same guy that stole my money.
Go ahead and do that. Solo.
Okay, I'm solo. Same guy that took my money. While at home, set up, he got into a little law trouble or whatever, he got arrested, right? And when he got arrested, darling, he set up and it became a thing. So, I had not recognized that he had been lying to me because he'd been telling myself and his girlfriend, I didn't know he had a girlfriend, he had been telling us the same lie, just the opposite end of the lie. Okay. What do you mean? Like, he would tell me he lived in a boarding house. Okay. And he was renting a room in a boarding house. But what happened is it was not a boarding house. It was his girlfriend's house. And she had 3 kids. So they had their own bedrooms. So whenever they wasn't having relations, he was sleeping on the couch if he wasn't sleeping with her. Right? So, so it became that. And that's what I mean by that. So oftentimes we would get a miscommunication or a mishap when folks do not want to be honest about what's going on. Okay? So when they're not honest and when they're not in a space of being grateful, honestly, then it becomes a whole manipulative thing. Roy ended up, when he got arrested, he ended up writing me a letter and carrying on. And he said, you know what? Yeah, you're damn right. I used you till I couldn't use you no more. I was going to go all to the ends of time until the wheels fall off this motherfucker. Yeah, he was going to ride this thing until the wheels fall off. Why? Because he didn't take any accountability for himself. He didn't take any responsibility for his actions. All he knows is I was someone who was gullible. I was someone who was happy I was in a relationship and this, that, and the other. I was someone who basically accepted his foolishness. I didn't challenge it, and this, that, and the third, because I didn't want to be the nagging girlfriend, boyfriend, sissy friend, queen. I did not want to challenge that because I didn't want to argue. I didn't want this. And, I'm trying to have peace. Don't work like that. And so this is why, children, when we talk about the gratitude portion, even when the relationship is over, you have to be grateful for the fact that you had the experience, because a lot of folks who are single want to have that. A lot of folks who are single want to be in your shoes about, oh my God, he could have been cute. I could have flirted and been on the road and this, that. And see, it's all of that. It's all of that. Yeah, it's all of that. How'd you go and get your hair done in the morning? Or how'd you go shopping? How'd you go food shopping? How'd you go whatever? All of that goes into that accountability space. And a lot of y'all don't want to deal with it. A lot of y'all think that this is a farce, but it goes all in that accountability. And here's the ticket that you need to give yourselves credit for. You guys voted that it goes into the community organization for the Lolly Miller and the Bridge. But you guys are acting as if y'all not supposed to do your part. We can't have it both ways, College Park. We can't. And I know I tell my College Park, but I'm very generic, and I've been in my bottle, honey, so y'all have to forgive me. But nonetheless, a lot of times, everything that is going on is because we are not grateful for the experience. That's when you start with your prayer. Lord, thank you for letting me go through this. I'm upset. I don't understand why it ended this way or this, that, and the other, but and we cannot establish this. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity. See, so that's what you do when you go up into your higher prayer and talk to that. But now with the natural self, honey, it's like, okay, yeah, I want the damn club. We want to make some money because this thing here has been sitting forever and a day. Okay. So I don't know what's going on, what has come of all of that, and this, that, and the third. That's the thing that we need to talk about. And give ourselves distraction from everything else that's what's going on in the city. Because now it's becoming a tit for tat kind of thing. Well, you said you was going to do this, and you said you was going to do that. And no, what we need is the accountant, we need the city planner, we need the city manager right there in that meeting so that we can sit there and just debunked what's not true. That's what has to happen. So with that in mind, honey, listen, I am going to, it is 1:45. We've been on the air, it's not the time. We've been on the air for an hour and 45 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, because as you can see, honey, my alcohol is kicking in. Honey, I'm sitting up here like, oh yeah, I'm feeling like Stevie Wonder. Okay, doing the thing. So listen, if you love me like you say you do, child, I want you to take this video. I want you to like, subscribe, and to share. And don't forget to share. Share this in those particular spaces that you know is going to cause controversy. Share this in that particular space where me being a black male is going to upset the apple cart for those who are already blackmailed and Cecil and at the damn parties or whatever. Okay. So here, that there is going to be my gift to you, and I want to see what I can do to get you into the background information of what TV 23 is all about. Okay, and then once you get the background, then perhaps, we can come on board and whatever this is, that we'll check out those numbers later. Right now, they're just trying to see what I'm doing as far as getting Joe back in office. So that there is that. Okay. So, darling, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys get back into your own little world and things. I thank you for obliging me and for coming on in here with this. I'm going to, because as you can see, my eyes keep getting droopier and droopier. I got up to go and to Temu and buy some more crowns or whatever. So I got all these different sunglasses. And neither one of them are protecting this light. So, ciao, bye. But in any event, honey, if you need us, call 0 on the telephone or dial 2072, and that'll let us know that we need to come up to service you. Okay. Okay. And I said all that because I'm in my bottle, and I just heard myself say that I'm talking to you like I'm talking to a guest at the hotel. Wow, it's time for me to hang this girl up. Hey, Rashad, what's going on, baby? What is this? The most loving thing to me now is play my music in bed and give me coffee in the morning. Other than that, don't do nothing. Music, coffee in that order. Okay. So yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut this down because my last little thing, honey, I'm sitting up here responding to somebody who at the College Park Auditorium or wherever I was. So that means that I am in this bottle cutely. Finish my bowl of chili. Okay. Yes, God. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. I am drinking Absolute and Menage a Trois wine, honey. That's what I usually do. Absolute and Moscato. It's usually Moscato. But this is a white wine. So now, honey, I just want to make sure that everybody's doing what they said they're going to do. So I'm going to shut all of this down and get into understanding it's the weekend. If you're here in Atlanta for a Black Gay Pride weekend, or if you're here for not NASCAR, it's I think it's the Chick-fil-A football game. We got Skate-a-thon, we got Dragon Con. If you're here in town for one of those particular events, let me know in the comments and carrying on. I want you guys to be safe. Okay? Let's not get into a lot of fighting. Not get into a lot of those stupidness, honey, because we're out of town. What we need to do is show these folks that we know how to have them make money. But we also want them to know that our decorum is of everything. If you're coming in there to be adversarial, honey, we're going to have to kick you out. No. We need for you to be downright into the pit. See? But it's all good. It's all good. I'll get you Jamel in the morning, and then we're going to go from there. So until then, darling, I want you to finish all of your crumpets because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meats and my co-host, the big guy ally, honey. That there is my co-host with the mostest. And he is teaching me some things and taking us through some things and this, that, and other. But this is why he's one of the partners here at 3 The Hard Way, the syndicate. So listen, darlings, if you love me, tell all of your friends to come over here and like, subscribe, and to share. Make sure you let them know that they got construction work going on, so they may take a little longer than usual. Also, we have the College Park City meeting with all of our elected officials and things. I believe that's starting at 7 o'clock. So that there be that. I just want to put your coattail to that so that you know what's going on, and etc. etc. Can we? Oh no, that's a whole separate thing. Are we able to give fines to these businesses over here on Main Street that don't have lights and carrying on outside? Oh, okay. I said, okay, brother, my eye. I told y'all in my bottle. I gotta let y'all go because that was a whole conversation with somebody else. And yeah, I hate when I get like this because child, y'all think I'm crazy. And I'm not crazy. Today I just happen to be in my bottle. Okay. He said, well, you're doing a great job. Thank you, baby. But if you're here for Black Gay Pride Weekend or whatever you're here in Atlanta for, be safe. Make sure you understand what's going on here in the world. Make sure somebody has contact information on you in case, just in case. If you're at the club but do not want to leave with the folks you left with, you make sure somebody knows the phone number or whatever's going on, okay? Or whatever's going on with the trade, I should say. Okay? For now, let me finish my chilling and get on off into the sleeping, honey, because I'm responding to y'all like I'm dreaming and talking to people at the doggone the golf course or whatever, which lets me know I'm sleeping. Or at least the alcohol. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping, the alcohol is taking over. So because of that, let me let you guys go because I will be snoring in a minute, okay? So until then, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech and the big guy ally, honey. This is Mr. Lavelle Hayes. And in the absence of Aunt Nikki, she's coming back, y'all, I promise. She is. She's just trying to work. She's got a difficult schedule. She's trying to get down here, okay? So just be patient. She's coming and all of that. So as I said before, honey, if you love me, tell a friend. If you hate me, tell an enemy. But do know this, that we are moving forward anyway, style, grace and mercy or some kind of something. I just tore all that up and I'm trying to remember what the hell it is I said. But like I said, I'm in my bottle right now. And my bottle is letting me have it, honey. So let me go get comfortable and call this grace and mercy, okay? So, wait a minute. You want to see the commercial? I'm trying to get the one that's only a minute long, but I'm look like I'm having to do this one because this ain't working. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord! They should have just brought the Dragon Con back and called it Grace. But the Hyatt didn't want to spend that kind of money. They wanted everybody to come down and get their own rooms or this, that, and the other. Okay, well, tell them they can get the room for $89 plus tax. Okay. Oh Lord. But it's all good. So I'm telling you, this chili is everything. Let me let y'all go so I can get into it. And then we'll talk with each other another time. If you're going to follow the link, that's cool. Keep it active on your page. And whenever I put something up that I know you guys want a divorce, I'll send it right to you, okay? Wow. So that be that. So on that note, let me go up here and lay my ass down because shit, I'm trying to sit there and be cool and hell. My eyes keep getting droopy. You would think I would droopy dog, child. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, we still live. I ain't ended the damn live stream yet. I'm just been scratching my face. So let me let you guys go. And I'm going to end this right now with this.